Grant's here. He's putting the headphones on.
I was just telling Ryan about the times when you text me, you go, hey, when I fill up Ryan's Brita all wrong.
My breeder filter.
Yeah.
Let me eat my breeder filter.
That's basically the only thing that me and Tommy talk about.
Yeah, we only talk about how we like going to your apartment and messing up with your system.
That's why you hate New York so much, is because you miss fucking with my stuff.
Yeah, I want to be in your apartment and I want to be sleeping on the couch wrong.
You were sleeping on the couch wrong when you were.
I know. What did I do? Did I put the cover over myself?
You were sleeping.
No, he was sleeping, dude. He was sleeping on top of the. I think there's a blanket. No, there was a. I had a couch.
I was doing something wrong.
Cover. I had a couch cover, and Tommy.
Yeah,
was,
I took it off.
Yeah, Tommy fucked it up. That did suck because I have to like tuck that in,
Yeah.
but it doesn't even have it on anymore. So.
Hey! In my defense, I was chilly. I was a little cold during my nappy. Okay.
I would have beat the shit out of you if you would have touched the thermostat.
I do not mess with thermostats, dude. Do you know why?
Can't touch the thermostat.
Because I don't know how they work.
Honestly, I just learned how mine works.
I touch them. Don't worry. I touch them. I don't know what any of the buttons do.
Yeah, you press them though.
Tommy's pressing all the buttons.
He pushes
pressing all the wrong buttons.
All right, let's do the damn podcast.
Are we doing the damn podcast?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I realized the other day I've never broken up with anybody.
Yep.
Have you guys ever actually broken up, like been the breaker?
No.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Not right now though.
All right, like we can't start with this.
Yeah, we can't.
Hey everybody, welcome to the.
It goes back and forth. It goes back the power dynamics. It's a constant. It's a constant switch. It's
One time I tried to break up with somebody and I thought I did, and then we just kept having sex, and then I found out 6 months later we never stopped dating.
Well, yeah. In that case, you did though. That we're talking about. I know we're thinking of the same person. You did break up with that person.
Yeah, but I didn't know that we were still dating.
You broke up with that guy.
Yeah, I broke up with my dad.
That you were seeing.
I was seeing my dad for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in a gay relationship with my dad. Yeah. Do you have a fucking problem with that, officer?
No, that's fine.
Hey, everybody.
You're free to drunk drive.
You can drink and drive now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the We Cool podcast. This is a podcast where we apologize for things, we demand apologies, and we also read anonymous listener apologies. Yeah. I'm so fucking tired. My name is Ryan Call. I'm one of our hosts. I'm joined to the left of me by the stinky cheese man himself, Grant Winkels.
Hey.
If you put your nose to your phone, you can smell them through it, folks. And we're also joined.
That's my impression of someone trying to smell Grant.
Yeah.
That's my impression of someone running into Grant in like Target. Ew, gross.
Yucky, stinky garbage man.
Stinky. No, thank you.
The voice you're also hearing is Tommy Bayer, who is just
a human noise.
Just a human noise.
Yeah, I'll try not to make too much noise, too much bad noise this podcast.
I've been trying to rebrand to make good noises.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a mood myself. So.
Yeah, I've been trying to only make good noises lately.
Yeah. Get off me! Good noises. But yeah, this is the pod. You guys are. Shit.
We have to do it now.
You guys are fresh off of. I got some apologies to demand.
Let's start with that.
Not. I don't want to do work stuff.
Okay.
Because that's too fresh.
Okay.
That's too fresh.
And also, so I got into a thing with a coworker today. I will say,
you just said you didn't want to do this.
I'm just do a little bit. I'm gonna tease it a little bit. Because I want to tell you, because this could be a 40 minute podcast. This woman is insane. This woman is the craziest woman I've ever met, and she broke me today.
Would it be a good podcast?
Yes, it would, but I would be giving away too much personal information.
Well, you can do that.
I know I can do that, but I need to be like either not working at Bath, because there's like a couple people at Bathhouse who listen.
Tommy, it's okay. I'm your lawyer and your therapist.
See, and I already said the place, and I mean I've already said it.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Well,
I can talk about her on this podcast.
What I will say is that she.
Her name is Stacy. Her name is
Stacy. Her name is Stacy. What's her last name again?
Jack and Stock.
Jack and Stock.
Mm-hmm. Jack and Stock.
Jack and Stock. When you're kind of checking your stock, I'm checking stock.
I was thinking she comes from like a family that was big into chicken stock. Like,
stock.
That's German.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they raise chicken stock.
Yeah. And not and they just like the liquid itself. They raise that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Jack and are who raise the chicken. The Jack and Stocks are who raise the chicken stock.
Right. Well, this is this woman's background, which is why this was too much.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. This was too much to divulge into her background.
Basically just doxed her.
What's her phone number?
612-911 6969 extension 420 911.
Oh, you know it. She sounds like she's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's like a Valley girl who's like, yeah, I'm from the 911. You know? Yeah, I grew up in the 911, baby.
I grew up in the police, bitch.
Yeah, the police state.
Police
yeah,
beach.
I was raised in the police state, the 911.
Yeah, you may know it as Montana.
Did you guys see the Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet?
No.
His Blue Lives Matter, and it was an avatar.
No, that was fake.
That was fake?
Yeah, this guy, I think he's a rapper. He has this bit on Twitter where he changes his Abby to like Taylor Swift, and then he like has a picture with him and Taylor Swift. It's not, or I don't know, someone else. You know, it's not her, but it's just like him saying the N-word as like Taylor Swift and like calling himself that. It's that same guy.
That as
it's a really good bit.
He did it as Dave Portnoy too, right? The Barstool guy.
Yeah, he's always doing a little mess around on Twitter, which I really respect.
Nah, I don't think you should be able to do that on Twitter. I think it should all have to be the truth.
Yep.
Jabuki was really good at that too before he became a corporate comedian.
Who is funny? Who?
Jabuki Young White.
Oh yeah.
What does he even do now?
I think he's like a correspondent on the Daily Show, and that is the CIA.
All he does now is eat hot chips and lie.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's all he does. So let me just say this though.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it, baby.
This woman said, and everybody has a problem with this woman. Everyone's had run-ins with her. She's very difficult. She's insane. She is. I'll say it. Okay, but
her therapist, you'll say she's insane.
I'm diagnosing her as her therapist. She broke me today, where I kind of snapped.
Oh yeah.
And then I became not good and bad. So I will demand an apology and also apologize. I'll apologize for not keeping my composure.
Okay.
And at certain times acting like a child.
Real quick, Grant, have you ever seen Tommy snap? It's so funny. It's one of the funniest. Tommy's one of the funniest people to see like genuinely really upset.
Yes, but I can't remember specifically where it was.
There's a lot of arm movement.
Yeah.
A lot of arms waving. And they're long and skinny. Yeah. He looks like a spider if you were able to go like 1 frame per second with his arm movements, he would look like a spider.
I feel like it was definitely
and it's hard when you're just a human watching it. It looks like a whirlwind of It's really hard to like know what's going on. It's like
he has two real long Tasmanian devils on his arms.
He looks like one of those duck lawn ornaments that have the wings that are propellers.
He looks exactly like one of those duck lawn ornaments.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like one of those duck, and also drowning too in water, you know, and just getting shocked with, electricity.
So you went off on her. Was it during service?
Okay. I'm like, yeah, it was during. Well, she started it, but that's, she did.
The episode, by the way, we're not going to even be able to talk about the
No.
festival.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be the episode because I can't get into details
legally.
Okay. Legally. But did it frustrate me? Yes. Did she end up walking off the floor or eventually leaving early? Yeah. Which, did I make a thing of her leaving early? Of course I did.
You want to see my?
Here's the thing, because I was being cool for months, and I was just keeping it cool and keeping my head down and shutting up, and I didn't do that today.
You let the resentment build, Tommy. You let it build, and that's no good.
Real quick, Grant.
Hold on.
What this? Gonna do an impression of Tommy celebrating her leaving?
No, this was my impression.
No, I was bummed out. I was not happy she left.
This is her walking off the floor. Walking off the floor. Oh, I'm out of here, Tommy.
You know, you can't.
Okay, can you do Tommy celebrating now?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, she's gone. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Keep it going, man. We gotta play the
How
entire
long?
song.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have a little paper plane. Make myself a little drinky poo. Do some push-ups down in the steam room. We're gonna get pulled off YouTube.
Right, okay. I love that song, dude. When my ex-girlfriend quit working at Applebee's, I drove around town for 3 hours and listened to that on repeat. And I kept, when they say no time for losers, I kept going, no time for Bailey. We are the champions of Apple.
Well, I want to let you guys get to some of your stuff because you just came off of a hot festival.
Let's talk about the drama everyone's going through.
Well, we can maybe come back to that. I also have some other apologies to demand.
Tommy's had a fucking
You had
week.
a grieved weekend.
Yeah.
No, it was a good fun weekend.
Just got a lot of.
She really pisses me off, dude. She's really bad. I don't think she's good. I don't think she's a good person.
Can you say what the main issue you've had with this person is, so that we can just?
I think I think she treats customers very inappropriately, especially Black customers, in a way that see that now this is too much, and this is like, because I want to give details. She does a lot of inappropriate stuff, especially when she started.
Tommy thinks she's given Black people too much stuff.
No, she is just mean. Anyways, and I know. And I don't she pisses I don't like her personality.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, don't be mean to Black people. Come
on.
she
cannot run food she cannot put in drinks. She can't do the job. And you're like, this is a job for babies.
Clay does that job, right?
Clay crushes that job while he's in a blackout. Clay's in a blackout, sweating, killing it.
Yeah.
Tweeting, asking girls online, can I see your boobs?
Yep.
He's doing all this at the same time.
The boobs while he's walking to the table.
And he has no issues.
Also treating the Black customers differently, but in like a cool, epic.
But in the cool way, and with a little bit of swag, you know. And exactly.
He puts his Nikes on when he sees.
Here's the thing, man. If you listen to this podcast, you kind of know who me and Clay are, kind of maybe. If we can do this job, it's really just it's easy.
Dude, it's a serving job. It's
mostly vibes.
It's mostly vibes. If you can just hang out, then you're doing okay. So, but I did have this run in at work where I was like, listen, I didn't like go crazy. I didn't like do anything inappropriate. It was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And what's your fucking like, kind of like being in that way, which is like still inappropriate. And I like kind of do regret that. So I will apologize for that. And I will also demand an apology. And that's kind of how apologies work. If you're listening to this podcast, a lot of times when you need to apologize, you can also demand an apology. It kind of takes two to tango, sort of.
It's a two-way street.
It takes two to tangle up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get all tangled up.
So that's what happened to me today. Thank you for listening to the podcast. It's over.
Yeah, because that was a fresh thing that happened, a fresh wound.
It's a fresh wound, and it has been bothering me all day.
It's
embarrassing to get upset, and it's embarrassing to let someone else make you upset.
Yeah.
And also one of those situations where you chill out for a little while, you go home and you think of a lot of different ways you could have handled it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think of ways you could have handled it better, and also ways you could have handled it worse. Where you're
those are the ones that are more fun.
Well, well, those are the ones. It's really interesting because you're like, so like, you know, the responsible part of your brain, you're just like, you know, I should have just shut up when she said that thing to me, like, because she said something weird, really weird to me, you know, and whatever. And like, I was like, okay, I could have just ate it, which I had been doing. And I like could have just shut up, maybe walked away, came back 15 minutes later, and I could have just been like, hey, what was going on? Like, you know, but that kind of also maybe that hurt my feelings. That helps too.
But what about if you had a gun? See, that's another way.
Exactly. And then you go the other way.
I'm the only one with the fucking gun now.
And then you go to the other way where you're like, I could have really laid it in, you know, and then really
her down, and she could have died. She could have hit her head and died
on the table.
Yeah, and that would have been cool. Everyone would have clapped and then they would have realized she's dead, and then I would like be in trouble, but people would still love me for doing that, you know?
Yeah. You know what's funny? Something funny I did though.
Like Spawn.
I wore like a.
I would be like Spawn if I did that, dude.
I wore a nice kind of yellow and white linen shirt, you know, and I was like, I got it. I got it from like a outside boutique. It cost me like $25, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm really excited to wear this at work. And I had my shirt on and I was feeling good. And a lot of people were like, hey, looking good in that shirt, Tommy. And I had it tucked in. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, thank you so much. And then I got pissed off. And then I saw myself in the bathroom in my shirt. I'm like, I'm not wearing my shirt pissed off. And then I took off my shirt and people were like, hey, Tommy, where's your shirt? And I was like, I'm pissed off.
Shut the fuck up.
And a shirt's like this, it's not for a bad attitude, which is what I have right now. You can't just be walking around in a yellow, white, striped linen shirt with a bad attitude.
That is true.
And that got some laughs in the kitchen because
good, man.
It was honest. I was like, you can't just wear a Sunday shirt with a sour attitude. That's not what that shirt's all about.
Not on a Monday, baby.
It's funny how much people notice it when you get like a nice piece of clothing and wear it out.
Yeah.
That's when nobody notices.
I wore a button-up shirt the other day to an open mic, and everybody was just like, "Oh my god, man! What did you have a paid gig tonight?" And I'm just
well, also like I have, and I feel like we're all kind of similar in this way. I have like 3 outfits, and I'm just constantly wearing the like 1.5 outfit every week.
We're cartoon characters. We open up our closet, and it's 3 different layers of clothes, and it fills up an entire closet.
Exactly. So you deviate from that in any way, people are just like, wow, and you're like,
I ran into Mike Early at House of Comedy one time when I was working there, and I was wearing a button-up shirt at that, and he's a sarcastic bastard. We all know this, right?
Yeah.
He's very dry and can be very cutting, and he just goes to me, that new shirt? And it hurt my feelings so much because I had to just be like, yeah,
I just got it.
Oh, dude, that would have like made my day. I would have been like, I'm really glad you noticed.
No, it was awesome because then maybe 8 months later, I saw him at Acme wearing a shirt like that, and I did the same thing to him and just got it.
Did he like it?
Right back. Yeah.
What about
that's awesome.
What about me? And I'm wearing a thigh-high thong, like a high-waisted thong, walking around just like waiting for people to be like, nice, Ryan, nice.
Keep bending over.
Yeah, I'm like, you see my new thing that I've got that I bought?
Yeah, you're like, hey guys, what do you think of these jeans? And you're wearing like a low cut shirt too.
Half my ass is hanging out of the jeans. It looks horrible.
Like Britney Spears.
You can tell I didn't wipe properly.
Dude,
by the way, this is how you know.
Dude, remember when we gave Zach the wedgie with the whitey tighties? The voodoo stains on the whitey tighties.
We're so awesome, dude. It's so awesome to do that to your pal. Dude. God damn it, Tony.
He's fine, dude.
He's bothering me.
He's just putting his paw in the sink.
Here's how you know a comic is about to stop doing open mics, by the way. When they show up with a new backpack. You're like, oh shit, dude. Either he got like a real job or he's like about to start headlining shows because he's had that backpack since 1972. And now he has a new one. How do you have money for a new backpack?
Or he's about to pull a gun out of it and just fucking mow down the whole bar.
Just blow his brains out in front of everybody.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened. Like a suicide on stage by a comedian.
Can I say a name? Do it.
Damn.
There is a story about a guy killing his mom and then I'm not doing a bit right now. Someone told me this.
Horrible bit if you're doing a bit.
Yeah.
If he was doing a bit, also bad bit.
Mm-hmm. No. He killed his
worst
mom.
bits a comic ever did.
Mm-hmm. He killed his mom and then went directly to an open mic.
Really?
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Wasn't there somebody who was on?
Here's the thing, man. He talked about it on stage. Did pretty good. Now that's a joke. Okay, that didn't happen. But imagine.
Wasn't there?
So I killed my mom today.
Yeah, just got back from killing my mom, and boy, are my arms tired.
I strangled her.
Yeah, my fingers and my wrists are tired too.
Yeah. Fingers, wrists, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
Well, should we do a listener apology? I feel like we've been pretty lax about these recently. Before we can end on festival talk, but guys, thank you for writing these in and keep writing them in. Okay, we need more. Go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast. Also, haven't set up the website yet, but if you go to wecoolpodcast.com, it now redirects to that website. So,
what website?
grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Okay. Gotta
so cool to have a website.
Navigate to my email.
Yeah, dude, I wish I had a fucking website.
Dude, I would spend so much time on my website if I had one. And I would invite other people to come hang out.
You know what you do? You just click around. Just click all around. Website? Yeah, dude. Explore. Looks
incredible. What if it was mine?
Oh, I would explore the shit out of your site, bro.
Write in if you think I should have a website exclusively for hanging out.
Wait, write in. Vote. Who do you think needs a website more, me or Tommy?
And if
I'm inventing my own social media hangout space.
And if you want to vote,
Reddit.
Go to grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast /ryancallcomedy.com/TommyBayer hangoutzone.com
.net .aol
.gov
AOL G chat. I'm on that AOL G chat shit, boy.
Okay.
Yes, you're on that AOL G chat.
So aggressive.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound like something a mean 11-year-old would say to you?
Yeah. He's wearing like a flat brim hat.
Yeah, he's wearing a G-Unit
He's at the mall saying this to you.
He's a white kid wearing a G-Unit shirt that's 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
It's either me or Tommy, depending on.
So go to grantwinkelscomedy.com /wecoolpodcast. Please keep writing these in, guys. They're lots of fun. So I've been listening since about February of this year, and you guys quickly became my favorite pod. So I started listening to the earlier episodes.
Oh, yikes.
What did you say?
I said that's good to hear.
Oh, why'd you laugh so hard at that?
Well, because he's listening back now. That's what.
We're in tune with you, Grant. All right.
Why do you think we're working against you?
I don't think you're working against me.
That sounded like it was very.
Hey, Ryan, check your phone really quick.
Oh.
Okay. So
what did he
let him know that. Actually, don't tell him.
You want me to tell you?
Off, dude. No, I don't want to know.
Just you have something hanging out of your nose.
Yeah.
It's my fucking dick.
No. We're just playing. I'm just playing, dude. Come on.
My dick ain't hanging out of your nose, brother.
Come on, man. You got to take it easy, Grant.
Better not be. I got to go. Go check my shit.
That would be so crazy if you walked up, you're like on a first date, you just got a big old dick hanging out of your fucking nose.
Yeah,
she's like, that's something.
David Blaine, check your nose. It's my penis. check your pussy. It's my penis is inside of it.
Check your nose. It's my penis.
Oh fuck! Check your pussy. You're 9 months pregnant.
I'm David Blaine. I'm David Blaine. Look at my penis. It's gone. Check your pussy. It's there.
Check my penis. It's up my ass. My penis.
Check my penis.
The penis is in the ass. Repeat. The penis is coming from the ass.
Open your eyes. Where are you? You're in my ass.
The penis is coming from inside the ass.
The penis is coming.
The penis.
I'm gonna tweet that.
I feel like that one. Okay. Anyways, so I started listening to the earlier episodes. I have to say, y'all need to bring back the breaking news alerts. Okay, hold on. Let's make this happen then.
Was there any breaking news?
I think there was.
Noticias Telemundo con José Díaz Balart.
by the way, I'm having sex with a family member right now.
So this piece of breaking news apology comes to us from the website pridesource.com, publishers of Between the Lines.
And this isn't a gay website, like having pride source.
Well, I'll let the headline explain. Velma is officially lesbian in new Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh, it is. Oh, I thought it was like
lesbian forever.
Sorry, not sorry, haters.
That's interesting. So my joke was right because I thought it was going to be like an American Pride.
Yeah. Well, some might say it was not even a joke, because it was just pride source.
It's just.
Yep, it's a gay pride website.
Why do you think being gay is a joke, Tommy?
And being proud about it as well?
No, I thought it was going to be a right-wing thing. Because I thought like a listener was going to send in like a right-wing thing.
Oh, well, they didn't write this in. They just requested we start covering breaking news again, and I figured we could do that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so listen to how this article starts. Haters are gonna hate, but we're on the side of lovers.
You guys, should we start hating?
Who is against Velma being a lesbian?
What else are we gonna do?
Fuck. Me, dude.
Yeah, conservatives are predictably up in arms. Tom.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about the thing I just found out about from Grant right now.
It says, after all, PBS tried to dirty up the block on Sesame Street and distort the complicated friendship that is Bert and Ernie. What is this writing style? Then
y'all dirtying up the block on Sesame Street on my
with
fucking
this
ass?
Otherwise complicated relationship. Was
this written by Riley Cosgrove?
Yes.
Only Minneapolis heads know who I'm talking about.
Then the haters went after that precious, precocious Peppermint Patty from Peanuts, saying she was perverted and impure.
No one said any of this, dude.
This is me. I'm saying this. Can you just let me say this?
This is just as dumb as QAnon, dude. Just assuming that people hate the Velmas.
I think it's all. Listen, if you don't think this is a psyop, if you don't think like an intern for Tucker Carlson like came up with this website, you got another thing coming.
And now Warner Bros. Is claiming that clever Velma Dinkley from Scooby-Doo franchise is in fact a lewd lesbian.
Yeah, she's a lewd, gross, dirty lesbian.
Yeah, that's how they said it too. They were like, she's disgusting and she's a lesbian.
Meanwhile,
she's a fucking beep.
Meanwhile, over on quote unquote gay Twitter, the celebrations are in full swing.
Excuse me, but it's just called Twitter now.
My father was gay Twitter. That's Twitter to you, sir. Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
My father was on gay Twitter. His father was on gay
Twitter. His mother was on Black Girl Magic Twitter.
While the easily outraged are busy with their hand-wringing. This is so fucking stupid.
I'm wringing my hand.
I'm so angry. The rest of us will have fun watching Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. The 37th, okay, this is in it. Velma, who was briefly and clumsily seen digging on Shaggy in an earlier installment, falls for villain Coco Diablo.
Also, what a fucking loser if you're an adult and you're watching Scooby fucking Doo.
And then writing
fucking loser.
Yes, no, they are going to be instead not just watching it, they will be having fun watching it.
Okay, I want to get this straight real quick, Ryan. I don't watch.
I sit my white ass down.
Listen,
but also let me get this other thing straight.
Yeah.
I don't watch Scooby-Doo, huh?
Get it gay. Why do you got to get it straight?
You're exactly who this article is talking about.
Listen,
you conservative bitch.
Let me get this gay with you, and then I start.
Let's get one thing clear. Listen, Ryan.
Yeah.
And Grant, if you're gonna listen to, if you're not gonna get your eyes off your freaking article,
I'm engrossed by this blog.
Let's get one thing clear. I don't watch Scooby-Doo. I get pissed off at Velma for being gay.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I just find out and I get mad. And I
hate watching the new Scooby-Doo because Velma's gay and Shaggy's black for some reason. That doesn't make sense. I am confused why Shaggy's black all the time.
Guy who's pissed off about Scooby-Doo because he sees Shaggy, the singer, and he's like, oh, Shaggy's black now, too?
Yeah.
What, Velma's gay? And he's Jamaican?
Yeah. Mr. Bombastic. Shaggy.
Yeah, Scooby man. Scooby man, let's go to the ting. Let's go to the ting and find out who the ghost is, man.
Scooby.
Scooby-Doo, man.
Mr. Bombastic.
Velma almost made it out of the closet much earlier.
She's always been a fucking lesbian.
Screenwriter James Gunn said he had intended to write Velma as a lesbian as far back as 2002. Later in the animated series, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated producer Tony Cervoni. Hey, I'm Tony.
I'm a producer.
Hey, I'm Tony Cervoni. His name's Tony Cervoni.
I'm a 4'2".
I'm just a little producer. They call me a producer.
I do have to say this: if the Italians want to be started taken seriously again, they gotta figure out
lesbian.
They gotta figure out these names. Tony Cervoni. Come on.
Hey, my name rhymes, and the most important thing in the world to me is respect.
Now my name's Tonio Radadonio Sclagonio. Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo is now available to own digitally. The animated film, which features actress Kate McCucci voicing Velma, will be available for purchase on DVD October 18th.
Oh, that was a good voice.
Thank you.
Why does anyone give a fucking shit about this either way?
Well, that's the whole point of this article is for everyone to go, why does anyone care? And then it's 1,000 people going, why does anyone? The correct response is to become homophobic.
Well, I think you've displayed that well over the past.
So I don't know why this isn't clear.
The correct response is to genuinely be bothered by this. Is to let this affect you.
No, the correct response, here's the real correct response. You see something like this and you go, it's the CIA. Oh God, get out of here. Get out of here, CIA. Get out of my news feed. Stop making me care.
This guy, he's coming home from a long day in the oil fields. You know, he's got fucking shit smeared all over his face. He comes in, he doesn't say anything. His wife is standing in the kitchen. And she's like, I made dinner. And he's not saying anything.
Shut up, bitch.
She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he's not saying anything. She's like, talk to me, Frank. Frank, talk to me. And he's like, they made fucking Velma a lesbian. He just hits her.
He just, pours himself some wild turkey, goes in, the bedroom door slams. Yeah. 35 minutes later, gunshot.
I was going to say, you hear old Scooby-Doo playing from underneath.
Yeah. And then the gunshot.
Yeah. Well, just going to the gun range and putting like a little poster of Velma on one of the dummies.
I guarantee people did that for Mr. Potato Head. I fucking guarantee it.
It says Velma, or it's Velma, but it says Hillary on it.
All right, so that's wrapping up the breaking news segment right there. And just as a listener, we'll do whatever you tell us. Just be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, let's bleep that last thing I said.
We'll bring back the breaking news segment, though. I like that. I like that idea. Okay. Y'all need to bring back the breaking news alert and calling Tommy the human noise.
Hey, we did that.
Yep. We did that. Yeah.
By far, some of the funniest bits of the pod. Well, thanks.
If you like this episode, because they really got in my ass earlier.
Mm-hmm. They really
while doing an impression of me. Yeah, you'll really like how this one started because the boys, if you're starting it now, why don't you go back a little bit? Because the boys, I was being vulnerable and they really got in my ass.
Yeah, if you're starting this podcast halfway through for some fucking reason, for some insane reason.
Anyway,
go back.
I would like to apologize to a neighbor of mine from a few years ago. Back in the summer before my sophomore year of high school, in parentheses, 2017, holy shit.
We got a young.
So this puts this person at like 21?
Yeah.
All right.
21.
Must be 21 years of age.
No, you don't.
To consume the pod.
No, you don't. You have to be under 18 to consume this podcast.
I say you have to be over 21, and Ryan, he'll let you come and party over at his house and let you listen to the podcast.
You can stay on my couch,
with all your high school friends.
When I was a kid, or when I have a kid, when my wife is pregnant, I'm going to put the headphones on her stomach, and she's going to say, stop doing that. And I'm going to play the podcast, and she's going to be like, I will leave you.
She's going to be like, that's my ass.
That's my ass. That's not where the baby's coming out of.
I'm going to put, when my wife's pregnant, I'm putting on her stomach, I'm going to put another baby crying headphones and going, this is what This is what it sounds like.
Well,
just so the baby knows how to do it.
no, it doesn't ever do that. Even when it needs stuff, it won't make noise.
And then it's gonna hate other babies.
Well, then the headphone thing doesn't make sense then.
The headphone thing is stupid.
All right, well
then I just proved. I poked a hole in the whole thing.
We'll
so
just
not
not do the headphone thing then.
All right. Well, we won't put headphones on our wives' stomachs.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm gonna. No one can stop me.
Has anybody ever got their wife pregnant and then got the baby inside of the wife pregnant too? And then it's a really tiny baby in that baby. It's like
That's disgusting, Ryan.
It's like a fucking so small baby.
That's not what this show's about.
Oh my God, ma'am, your baby's giving birth to a
Pregception.
Pregception.
You are the father.
You are
and grandfather.
The weakest link. Back in summer, okay, I had football practice in the morning. Oh, we got a jock.
Hell
Not
yeah.
only do we have a young listener, it's a young jock listener.
My kind of dude.
I'm just trying to make this listener feel comfortable. Yeah. Go, no.
I'm going to hit you in the fucking head. That's the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had football practice.
Drop down and give me $20. I'm living off of a local school income. I need that money.
Drop down and listen to my podcast, soldier. Oh.
Drop down.
God, coach is making us listen again.
Drop down and suck my dick, soldier.
This may not be okay, what I'm saying. But if you don't suck my dick, we're going to lose the big game on Friday, boys. Who wants to win the game?
Yes.
Suck my dick.
Yes.
Yo, way to go, Kyle. Suck his dick, man.
Kyle, come on. This is how you get on varsity.
I love you, man. I love you, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. Kyle's giving a halftime speech. They're down 7. Listen, guys, I didn't suck Coach's dick so that we could lose this fucking game. Okay, I sucked his dick.
No one knew about it. They're like, "What?" He like comes out in the huddle. Yeah. No one knew about it. He's like, "Hey, I didn't have sex with Coach."
Yeah, you had sex with Coach? He's like, "Yeah,
yeah, we all did. We all." Did.
Yeah, he said we all did.
Anyways, let's get the touchdown. It's 4th down, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Coming this summer, American Pie 6. Kyle sucks dick.
It's the new Friday Night Lights, but Velma's gay.
Friday night sucks.
So lazy.
That's
Friday Night
Lights. More like Friday Night Sucks. Do that for 4 more movies really quick.
Yeah. Pirates of the Suckabilly.
Yeah, okay.
Lord of the Rings. What do you got? Lord of the Stinks.
Lord of the Sucks.
Lord of the Sucks.
Suck Ventura.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the new have you seen the new Mission Impossible?
What is it?
I don't know. I was handing out
Mission Unsuckable.
Yes.
Pissing Unsuckable.
They're saying you don't understand Tom Cruise. They're saying you can't suck this dick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm gonna suck that dick.
You know, I heard Tom Cruise did all his own stunts in this movie.
Suckentology. I'm a suckentologist.
Yeah, I think we all pray. I think we all pray at that altar, don't we, buddy?
Yeah, yes, we do, brother.
You guys ever notice how my car's always getting towed, but it's never getting fingered?
Yeah, I did notice that.
That sucks, dude.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't finger. I'll tell you that.
All right. So this guy's a fucking football player.
This guy's a gay football player.
And we've set it up. Yeah, he's just sucked the coach off. To win the big game. We're playing the crosstown rivals. We gotta suck off. We all gotta. Come on, guys.
I heard they've been sucking each other off and preparing for this game all week.
Come on, guys. We all gotta go suck off Coach so that we can beat Memphis High. They are big rivals. You guys know how they are big rivals?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're our biggest rivals.
I don't know, Tyler. It seems kind of weird to me.
No, man, it's not weird. I've done it. We've all done it.
Well, you put it that way.
Okay. Do anybody else have anything to add?
Probably, but I'll just wait until you're talking.
No. No, I have nothing to add.
Okay.
I think this whole conversation has been completely inappropriate and crass.
I disagree,
It's
but
pretty funny. Pretty funny though.
I would not. I don't think this sort of thing is funny.
I would
just
never
have to shake hands and disagree.
I would never scream this in goblin mode at a bar at 3 a.m. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't think this stuff is good.
This is in no way a bit that me and Ryan have been workshopping over
For
the
years.
last-
Yeah.
Ever since Grant sucked.
Yep, Disney Channel movie. Yep, that's me sucking the coach off. But, yeah, I guess it started out as one crazy summer.
Camp suck. All right, there we go.
Coach sucks penis.
I had football practice in the morning, and my parents couldn't take me because they would go to work either earlier or later than when it started. So I would walk the 2 miles. Wow.
This dude's in Remember the Titans.
Yeah, definitely. My dad offered to get me a bike so I could stop walking. I was just trying to do the Remember the Titans like movie title, but I couldn't think of anything. Suck the Titans.
You couldn't remember. You couldn't remember the.
Yeah. Never forget the Titans.
9/11. When it's Remember the Titans, but then 9/11 happens halfway through the season, and they all have to suck off the coach.
Okay, which one am I?
It's 50. It's 50. What about its 51st dates? And Adam Sandler's like, no, guys, don't you remember we won? Won the championship.
My dad offered to get me a bike so I could stop walking. One day when coming home from practice, I lost my balance for a second, I guess, and sorry, take 2. One day when coming home from practice, I lost my balance for a second, I guess, and wobbled on the bike a little and basically sideswiped my neighbor's van. Huge fucking scratch on the side of the car. Nobody saw, and I panicked, so I didn't say anything and just went home. So I'm sorry to that neighbor who I never met, whose car I fucked up.
No, dude, you did the right thing.
Absolutely.
When you're a teenager, that's what you do.
Absolutely.
You just go away. Your parents already hate you.
Yep. Do not accept responsibility for any.
Do not take any responsibility as a teenager.
If you're listening to this and you're between the ages of 13 and 19, never, ever take responsibility for something bad.
And listen, let me get real for a second. You can feel bad and you should feel bad and you should hold that.
But not until your 20s. Don't even let yourself feel bad about it until you turn 21.
This is why Catholicism is the one true religion, because you can just go to the priest and just tell him, you know, and then boom, absolve.
Yeah,
you don't have to get the authorities involved.
You know, I'm actually a football coach.
I heard
in my off time I volunteer down at the high school.
You should join the team, Freddie.
No.
Freddie, maybe you should join
sort of
the
things.
football team.
No, this guy, you know, his head's in the right place. You should feel bad.
Yeah.
But you cannot imagine, hey, I'm 16 and I just scratched your car. Then the guy would be like, yeah, all right, fucking get your parents to give me $1,000 then.
Let's do an insurance.
Let's imagine this. Imagine if this kid owned up to it. His parents would have grounded him for who even knows how long.
He misses the big game.
And that would have ruined. You would have missed the big game.
Mm-hmm. They lose to Memphis High.
And then everyone would have been going, hey, what's that team called? The Tidy White? I can't even remember. I can't even remember them.
Weren't they the first team to have a black and white team? I don't remember because
I don't remember because they lost and no one knows why.
Oh yeah, they lost to the all-white racist team. They lost to Ku Klux Klan High in the semifinals because their star player was grounded for being honest.
What about like the sorting hat, the Harry Potter sorting hat?
Yeah,
gets on your head, and it just goes.
That's good, Harry. Oh yes,
It goes. Not Gryffindor, not Slytherin. Ku Klux Klan, and you're like, oh fuck, dude, no.
It just turns into the mask.
Yeah,
It goes white. Yeah.
Turns into white.
I thought Slytherin was the worst option.
Ooh, interesting. A lot of interesting thoughts in this one.
You could do great
things.
things.
You could do great and terrible things.
Oh, Hufflepuff.
Yeah, no,
Slytherin.
yeah, but he's still better than Hufflepuff.
Hey man, just
he's
you didn't get into Hufflepuff. You got into the Ku Klux Klan.
Feel pretty good about that.
One day you could be a grand wizard.
That's the clip.
That's pretty good.
It's the clip.
That's the clip.
Yeah. Have you guys ever done anything like this? Any like traffic accidents where you didn't? Okay.
When I was like 10, I used to do this thing on my bike. Well, first I discovered the no hands, right? I'm going no hands. I'm going way too fast with no hands. And then that gets boring. So then what I start doing is I have my handlebars and I start shaking them like while I'm going really fast. And I just fucking plowed into the back of a parked car and like busted up their back windshield and like rolled over, like dented the top and then like rolled over the top of the car. And then just got up and went home. I did.
Did you get injured?
Yeah, I was fucked up. I had a severe concussion from that. That was one of my first concussions.
Did you wear
One time
a helmet when you would bike?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely a no helmet.
So I thought they were so gay.
I know, it's so messed up, and that's still in my brain too.
It is in mine
like
too.
Just that thought, I'm like, I'm not gonna wear a helmet. Like
just wait until you get hit.
Should wear a helmet. No, yeah, I mean, that's
I mean, I'll wear one now, but I'm like, I'm ashamed.
Yeah,
you know, I'm like,
definitely.
I'm like, oh, I look so fucking. I would look so much cooler if I was wearing this fucking thing that would save my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know how many times I like in high school, because when I was a junior, I got my mom's minivan.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like for keeps, but like I could just drive it all the time, you know? And or maybe no, senior year. Yeah, senior year, I could drive my mom's minivan all the time. And there's just so many times I'm just like parallel parking like in downtown Minneapolis with this minivan. We're like going to a show and I'm just I'm just scratching so many cars.
Seeing over the steering wheel. He's in a booster
but seat. And you're just like, oh fuck, dude. And then your friend's like, it's fine. We'll just move and go and park somewhere else. And you're just constantly just like minorly scratching so many. And I've had, and I felt bad for every one of them. And but I probably have 4 under my belt.
Yeah.
4 hit and runs.
Yeah, 4 human hit and runs.
Yeah. But
I caught about 4 bodies.
It annoys me when people are like too precious about their cars though. Like they're gonna get scratched up. They're gonna get
You just gotta let it go. You gotta let go. That's what
it is annoying, but
don't invest all of your money in a fucking car, you idiot.
Yeah. Invest it in a high
I would go to my car and see a new scratch and be like, I would go to my van and see like a new scratch and be like, what? Who did this? And I'm like, oh, I think I did.
Oh yeah, that was me.
I think that was me completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's unless you're doing some serious damage, you gotta just dip out. You gotta get out of there.
There's just too much responsibility to take on. It's just too much. It's overbearing as a high schooler to like.
You already get in trouble for every
paperwork. Yeah, you got to do paperwork. You got to pay money. You just have to you have to live your life as a criminal. Yeah,
dude, I fucked up a guy's car with my work van last summer. I like ruined a dude's car
last summer.
Yeah, it was parked in a Wendy's. And I was just trying to like go around it, and I wasn't looking, dude. I like moved the car,
eating a bacon.
I was like, I was turning, and I just like fucking I heard it scrape the car.
Did you have sandwich in hand?
Yes, and some guy
you baconated that.
Some guy was like saw it and was like, "What the fuck?" And then I got out and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Shut up." And then I left. My
it's like a Tim Robinson character.
Yeah, dude. I was like, it's fine.
You know that sketch where he like cuts him off in the parking lot and he's like, hey man, do you know how to drive? And he goes, it cuts to Tim Robinson in the car. And he's like, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what any of these buttons mean.
No, yeah, I got out and I was just like, it's fine, go away. And then like I just left my work number on his windshield.
So you did leave it.
Yeah, but he never called.
What did you do to the car?
It was fucked up.
Like,
to be fair, it was already kind of a shitty car. But like first of all, the car was parked. I like moved it like this. And then like,
just tell him my name. You're like, my name's Kyle, by the way. I'm a different guy who works
I'm a different guy. I do not work for the place I work for.
And this is my last day. Don't even bother calling in about me.
They won't do anything for you. I don't have insurance. I'm an illegal immigrant.
You just like total a guy's car and you're just like, that's no sense.
Yeah, looking like me. I don't know. I did, but I got home. I got home now, back to wherever I'm from, and I'm not here, so it's okay, babe. Okay, babe. No, but yeah, I like scraped the side of his car. Like it looked pretty fucked up, but it already was kind of fucked up. So I think they either didn't notice, maybe it blew off too. I didn't stick it under the windshield or under the wiper. I just put it on the windshield and then drove away.
Yeah, maybe it blew off. Yeah.
Crinkled it up too right before.
Yeah, kind of threw it up in the air and then it landed on the windshield.
Here's where I work. You just blow into it and put it on the
information.
Blow your snot
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just rub your ass with it. You're like, yeah, this is it right here, man. You can call me.
It does suck getting caught doing something like that. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I drove off with the pump in my car? I was like high. This is when I used to smoke weed and drive all the time. And I was like filling up. And then I wasn't paying attention. And I was just like, all right, time to go. And I start going. And this lady just like is like, and I think she thought I was gonna explode.
You're like smoking a blunt while gasoline's everywhere.
Then it like pops off. And
God,
I get out of my car.
This fucking lady talking about.
I get out of my car and she's like still screaming. Like she was screaming for like 15 seconds.
Did it break?
It broke. It pops off.
The hose.
Yeah. No, I think the head.
And it's still running?
No, it's off.
Yeah, because there's a latch to it.
Yeah. So.
Well, then why is she screaming?
She's screaming, and then I just like. I take the hose, I lift it up to her, and I go, "What the fuck?" And then I put it back in and drove off.
Don't you know I'm high on weed?
Don't you know nothing matters
Lady,
to me right
stop
now?
killing my vibe. Stop killing my buzz.
Don't you know a woman broke up with me 3 years ago, and I'm thinking
I've driven off. I've paid. I went in to pay for my because I've been like in a rush before, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get gas. Go in, pay for it. You're like, oh yeah, $6 on pump 4, you know. And then you like get in the car, and then I immediately like drive away, you know. And then I'm like halfway. Have you ever done this before?
No.
You don't even pay for the gas. I've done this like 2 times.
What?
And it's like more. Yeah, too many times. And I'm like halfway down the block, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm still low on gas. Oh yeah, I didn't pay for my gas. And then like I go back, and then some other guy's like getting on my pump, and I'm like, hey man, I already paid for gas there. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I drove off on accident. So I'm gonna have you back off.
That sounds like the biggest scam. Like somehow, I would be like, "Who the fuck is this mother?" Like,
but I was like, yeah, but it was like just enough time where I was just like, look, there's money on it. That's the money I put on it, because he didn't put any money, so he just was like, all right, this is an idiot, you know. Mm-hmm. Also, I was probably like 18 at the time.
Yeah,
I did that one a couple times.
Dude, it's so funny to drive off with the pump in the fucking thing. That lady, I still remember her just.
Why was she so scared?
I've done the cap off plenty of times before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. She was far away too. Did
we'll leave that off for months at a time.
I don't think you need to put it on, to be honest.
Like the cap's off, who cares?
No cap.
Fuck it. Cap on, fucking cap off.
Yeah, I've had some crazy times
at
stations.
Oh yeah.
They could do if my life was a TV show, there could be a compilation episode that's just all the times I've been at a gas station.
I worked at a gas station for 3 years.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that on the
pod.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, all through high school, basically.
It's crazy.
It's
they used to call them gas station Grant.
Yeah. It's
Grant Station.
It's a weird job for a 16-year-old.
Grunk Station.
Grunk Station. Grunk Station, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go Winkels mode. You know what that means? Gas is 14 cents for the next 2 minutes.
Go fucking crazy. And you know what that means? Go crazy.
Knock some shit over. I'll come pick it up.
Yeah, you go down the Grunk Station, use the bingo pump. You know, you gotta.
We should talk about the festival real quick, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't think. I mean, it's nice. This is about all you should do in this scenario.
This is a great
you apologize. That's it. You know, you scratch a guy's car.
That's it.
This is an S tier apology.
Yeah. And
we make you feel better because we're like, oh, I did a way worse
You
thing.
did something way stupider. I sucked off my high school football coach.
And then that's what this was. That's what that whole bit was about. We're like, yeah, that was just a joke. Didn't happen to me.
couldn't be me.
God, Jesus.
It apology accepted is what we're trying to say. Apology accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And for all you other listeners.
Dude, we should get a soundbite. We should get a soundbite for apology accepted or apology denied.
That's a good idea. We'll work on that.
That should be the soundbite, what you just said.
I think it's got to be better than that.
Tommy, do it in an
We should get a soundbite. Huh?
What?
Say it again?
Anyways, this is
Sorry,
for all
I
you
can't
other
hear
listeners.
racism.
For all you other listeners, this is what we're talking about right here. Real life experience.
Not something you saw in a movie.
No, not something. just yeah.
Not something you fucking just saw in some movie, man.
All right. Apology accepted. Maybe you guys should apologize for your damages incurred.
No.
Yeah, I'll apologize.
All right. If Tommy's apologizing, I'll apologize for Tommy.
Nicking a car here and there, you know, trying to parallel park.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you to everybody who came out to the 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival this past weekend.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a real blast. Met a lot of fantastic people.
I embarrassed myself in front of a lot of people this weekend.
Just by being
really?
a drunk fucking goblin.
I was goblin mode every night. I was in goblin mode.
I bet you were really funny.
Yeah, see, I
bet you were being really funny.
I was being pretty funny though. I'm gonna be honest.
I had to keep a lid on the Grunko this weekend. I think I did a pretty good job.
Mode,
yeah. I was out there glad handing. I was out there glad handing, saying hi, saying hello,
saying goodbye,
saying hey, you're a politician.
Yeah, saying how's it going, kissing babies.
He was kissing what he thought were babies, but was actually
Comrade Trip. It was not.
And Zach Hagen.
It was problematic. But yeah, no, it was super fun.
He made out with Comrade.
I think
We've all been there before. And he goes, "Oh, please don't
stop kissing me."
I think it might have been the funniest.
I'm 80 years old and I'm cosplaying as a younger man.
I think it
I'm
might have been
secretly 90. I'm Comrade Trip.
I only wear haunted clothes.
Yes, I'm so funny because I've been alive for 200 years.
I've had a long time to practice.
I have quite a lot of knowledge.
I'm an ancient eldritch being.
Yeah, I think it was the funniest lineup we've had yet.
It looked awesome.
Dude, they were just fucking murderers. Like every one of the selections, even not the headliners. It was just everybody was so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a bunch of Denver people, bunch of Chicago people, tons of New York. It was great. Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, good amount of New York I saw.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Everybody killed. Sorry for making Palmer's a venue. I guess I'll apologize for that. That was
it was tough. That
was a misstep. Yeah, tough room, and we knew that going in. And well, you know, we'll probably correct.
Who did that one?
Forward. Usama Siddiqui headlined the last show there, and I think he's probably built for that. I think
he's really good.
Yeah, he's
good,
a fucking crusher.
He's really fucking
very
good.
high energy.
Yeah,
very
face too.
Right
yes,
now.
yeah. Go follow. I think it's Usama Stand Up is his handle.
Yeah, he is built for that shit.
He's gonna be. He's already big. He's gonna be bigger.
He's gonna be really big.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So it was great seeing him. Who else here? Oh, yeah. Just there were a lot of really, really fantastic shows. Sisyphus, The Buzz. That was the buzz with all the comics. They all wanted to do Sisyphus shows. Best venue of the fest is
Guess
what
who was
I heard
hosting,
many say.
baby?
Yeah, and Ryan hosted
Dude,
all weekend.
I kind of crushed every set too. I'm not gonna lie, I crushed every hosting set.
He did. I was there for 2 of them.
And you know why that is? Because you're the absolute boy.
Dude, every show, at least like 1 or 2 out of town comics would be like, "Yo, dude, good fucking set, man."
Yeah,
it feels
you're the
so
fucking
good,
man, dude.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
The crowds were hot. The crowds were hot as fuck.
Crowds were so good. Like right away, they're just ready. They're like, yeah.
Pretty much at every show I popped into, the crowds were great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just can't really say enough how much fun it was, how good of a weekend it was. Ryan crushed. Ellie Hino hosted all weekend at the Comedy Corner
She's so
Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows she crushed. Brian Miller at the Southern Theater. Chris Maddock got COVID the day before the festival, so Jeff Foser.
It's the most charismatic thing he's ever done.
Yeah, why is he always? He's gotten COVID before everything that I've ever was gonna hang out with him.
Just a dirty man.
No, it's
He's
we love you, Chris. But Jeff Foser stepped in and just fucking killed it as well in a difficult position, hosting Palmer's all weekend. And Maggie Ferris at the Parkway Theater. It was a hell of a lineup.
Joey Hamburger.
It was burger time all weekend as well.
Dude, when it's burger time, it's burger time.
Yeah, he was up there flipping burgers. Oh, the only time I ever did stand up at the Red Sea was about 5 years ago.
On an Ashe Nafe Abibe show?
Yes, sir. And I bombed so hard.
Wait, Henry sent me something really funny that Daniel used to call Ashe Nafe.
I bombed my little dick
I
up.
should not be a baby.
Yeah, something like
Is it that?
Wait,
Yeah.
I sure want to be a baby.
So Ashinafi used to rent out the Red Sea to put on comedy shows and put 35 people up. And I went up one of those nights, and it was one of those times when you're just starting to get confidence, and you go, "Hey, I can do stand up now," and then you just bomb your whole fucking ass out of your body, and that happened. So I was nervous about going back there, but I hopped on and did a set at the Chloe Radcliffe show, which she sold out. You know, Chloe, also a producer on the fest and fucking hilarious comedian, friend of the show.
She was almost on this episode.
Yeah,
Did we ever follow up?
We didn't, because I knew how tired she probably was, and I'm guessing it would have been annoying for me to be like, "Hey, want to do our podcast?"
Yeah.
The first day off you've had, and
she has a disease where she gets really tired.
Yeah, she'll do it. Man, I shouldn't. I don't know. Oh, I think I can be saying this. When I move into my place, I'm moving to a place with like clay and cave, and we're turning like our living room into like not only like a podcasting studio, but just like a sketch. There's just gonna be like lights and wires and green screens everywhere and stuff.
It's gonna be great when you guys show up home drunk. It's gonna be nice to walk through all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like a guy walking through a big the Three Stooges in like The Mummy when they're walking through cobwebs and stuff. But it's just thousands of dollars of tech equipment and ring lights.
It's gonna be sick though. It's gonna be
it sounds awesome.
It's gonna be sick for like one weekend.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, oh,
and Cave burns it down with a black and mild.
Dude, Cave's burning that thing down. But we'll have Chloe back on. Like, I'm gonna have a lot more New York guests on going into the new year.
Nice.
Yeah, and well, Ryan, you were doing us no favors by booking Chloe, because we were talking to her and you were like bonking her on the head, and this was when you were in full
this was
goblin
Thursday.
mode.
Okay, also Thursday. So there was this comic from Mississippi, Zach Tyler,
Alabama.
Yeah, Roll Tide. But I kept seeing him. I'd see him in the green room. He walks in right away, and I'm just like, "You fucking son of a bitch!" And I kept calling him a son of a bitch. And then I realized, I woke up the next morning. I was like, "Dude, you didn't know that guy."
Dude, that's awesome. If someone was calling me a son of a bitch all night, I'd be like, "I love this man."
That was basically one of the only interactions I had with Carl Sonnefeld, and
I love Carl.
Me and him became best friends.
Carl's incredible.
Do you know Carl, Tommy?
Carl's the man.
Wait, what's his?
Sonnefeld. He lives in.
Just moved to New York.
He lives in Williamsburg now.
No. I was thinking about another guy.
Link with Carl. He's
Charlie.
a good dude. You guys would probably like each other. Similar vibes.
I'll check him out. I'll have to check him
also
out. Maybe get in
stupid.
his pants.
He might listen to the podcast. I know
might.
he reviewed it one time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That was when I was asking for reviews. I was begging for
Nice. All right. Well, either way, shouts out Carl. But anyway, so I went back to the Red Sea show. Chloe sold it out, and so Binko's a little nervous at this point. I was taking the bullet after Joey goes up, and I'm here stewing a little bit. I'm like, oh, this got to be good. There's some people I respect in the room watching this too, and I fucking crushed. Just crushed in the number one spot.
You know who else Grant crushed in front of?
I set the table.
Fucking Ian Carmel. Ian Carmel loved his set at Sisyphus. Was like
Really?
him all fucking night.
Yeah. So that was nice. That was real good.
He was saying, Grant,
That's pretty
you want
sick.
to come work for me at CNN or whatever? You want to come?
Well, you come with me at James Corden, the CIA.
I'm gonna be replacing James Corden on the Late Late Show.
You would be so much better than James Corden, dude.
I accidentally leapfrogged Ian Carmel. That's how good
You are.
Yeah, that's how
Here's the
good
thing.
he
Here's the
liked
thing.
me
If
so
you're gonna
much. He was
go-
like, "This has to happen."
He was like, listen, kid.
If you're gonna go, okay, you and James Corden, you guys have. You look. I would say you're more attractive than James Corden. I'll say
Thank
that.
you, Tommy.
Of course.
The way you
Okay.
said that felt like an insult.
Especially, dude, you
Well, I'm
gotta,
saying it.
if he gets Corden,
But you would be a way better late night host than James Corden.
Grant would look sexy if he got Corden.
You know what I'll say to that?
Think of how chill the show would be. First off, no one knows what time it's gonna start.
Mm-hmm.
And no one knows who Grant
Could
is.
be no one knows who Grant is.
Nobody knew who James.
no one knew who
Corden
Conan
when
was.
he took over
Yeah,
that
but
show.
that's why it would be good.
Yeah. Well, this is what I have to say to that. Thank you, lads. Thank you very much. I'm going
go
British.
British? Don't
Yeah.
go British.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, think about how chill the show would be. Chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Maybe we call it the chill show.
Wait, Grant, can we?
The chill AF.
the chill night show, the late night show, with
Night chill zone.
Can we try some different
the
accents?
late night chill zone with your host Grant Winkels,
And you know who I'm hiring as head writer?
Ian Carmel.
Ian Carmel. Who are
Zach
the producers? No, hire Ian Carmel and then have me and Ryan as only interns.
We'll see.
Yeah, dude.
We'll see.
Unpaid interns.
We'll have to.
I moved to New York.
No,
for
we're
nothing.
interns, but we make as much as a head writer, but we have only intern responsibilities.
We get pizza.
We'll have to. We'll
we
have
still-
to.
Yeah, we get to run, we just get pizza and run around.
We'll have to.
We
We'll have
fuck
to
it
check
up.
your packets. We'll have to check your packets first. A lot of
We run
packet
around
talk this
and-
weekend. A lot of
Me
industry.
and Ryan get high on sugar and Kool-Aid and run around the building.
We've
and
got
tired
red
and-
all over our lips because we've been drinking
and we-
Kool-Aid that
And
we were
you,
supposed to
you
give
guys
to
are like
people.
harassing the writing staff, and they're all going to me like,
Yeah.
"God, Grant, these guys they're making it so you can't do the show." And I'm like, I will not have this
we go, "Hey, we got
conversation
an
one more
idea."
time. I'm walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I go up to the writer's room. I'm full. My hands are sticky. I got Kool-Aid all over my mouth. I have pizza stains on my shirt. And I go, I got an idea. I got an idea for a sketch. And they're like, what? And I'm like, uh-oh, I made poo-poo. And they're like, Jesus Christ.
And then I step in
That's
and I'm like,
kinda-
we're running with that tonight.
Yeah, that's-
get something on my desk in
That's
2
the
minutes.
monologue. That's
I want
the monologue.
something on my desk in 2 minutes. Ryan, all of a sudden he comes up. My assistant is like, who is Ian Carmel, actually, not head writer. He's going to be my assistant. And he's going to say, buzz in, and he's going to go, Grant, we got Ryan's here. And he goes, Ryan, Grant's actually in a meeting. And I say, it's Ryan? All right, I'm done with this meeting. Kick out the person I'm in the meeting with. You know who that person
Who are
was?
you kicking out? Jack
Barack
Nicholson.
Lorne
Obama.
Michaels.
Oh, wow.
Lorne Michaels and Barack Obama.
And Adolf Hitler.
Lorne wants me to host Barack Obama do a speaking engagement as the musical guest. I say no.
He wants you as
Yeah.
the musical guy?
And
Or he
Brock
wants
also is
Obama?
just like, Grant, come to dinner sometime. Come on.
Uh-huh.
You know? And you're like, Brock, literally stick it up your own ass.
Yes.
Yep. And then I come in,
Yeah.
and I got cum all over my face. I got fucking.
You just learned how to jack off.
Yeah, I just learned how to jag off, and I'm like,
And you've been going
Grant,
crazy.
I walk in and I go, Grant, you're never gonna guess what I just learned to do. And Grant's gonna go.
You have like a boner.
And then you know
My
what?
penis is out.
Then you know what? You hear a little. Then the band kicks in. That's the cold open for the first episode. That's the cold open for the. You know.
All right, that's what the episode's called. The Late Night Chill Zone with your host Grant Winkels. And thank you for listening to the Late Night Chill Zone with your host Grant Winkels and your interns Ryan Call. I've been Tommy Bear. Thank you. This has been the We Cool Podcast. and write in those apologies. Oh, can I say one thing? If you're still listening, I have an important thing for the podcast and for
this episode. Tommy's decided the episode.
It's a Tommy episode.
Well, okay, so I have one more thing, and I have one more proposition for the listeners.
Going to tune out?
If you have any ghost stories or supernatural encounters, write into the podcast. If you want to maybe get away from the apologies a little bit, write in a ghost story or a supernatural encounter, and we'll read it off on the podcast and maybe get a little spooky. So
yeah, write them in this week. We'll do them on the episode we record next week. So if you're hearing this and it's the latest episode,
I'll also tease. Yes, and I'll also tease something. I got arrested this week, so I demanded an apology from the NYPD.
Wow.
No, I didn't get arrested.
You know what that stands for, by the way? New York.
I did have a run-in though,
because that's the only way you could measure their penises with a decimal.
So so I got more apologies coming up. Okay. So stay tuned, you guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you to everybody who made the festival possible and who came to the festival. Thank you to Ryan for hosting and doing a great job. Thank you, and good night.